Hey everyone, it's Joe from greenlightsound.com, and today we've got a look at a new synthesizer plugin from Brainworx, the Knifonium, based on a tube synthesizer. And I'm going to start off by saying I'm not going to go over all the controls of this synth. First of all, I'm admittedly not a synth person, so a lot of these controls are somewhat familiar to me, but I'm not going to get as detailed as somebody who's really into synths would on there. Second of all, if you go to plugin-alliance.com, check out the Plugin Alliance website. They've got a lot of great videos that go over each and every control and show you exactly what this can do tweakability-wise. What I would like to do is approach this from somebody who's just looking for really good synth sounds. So I'm going to go through a bunch of the presets to see what sounds this synth is capable of, and it does ship with a ton of presets covering many different typical synth categories like pads, basses, leads, sound effects, percussion sounds, and so on. A couple of things I do want to go over, though, that aren't very detail-oriented here are some of the Brainworx stuff that they have included. It is fully scalable from very tiny all the way up to very large. I'm going to stick with this one so it covers most of the screen so you can see what's going on here. This little menu will drop down some of the extra goodies you've got. You've got a bunch of Brainworx developed effects that can be applied to the sounds, which is very cool. You've got an arpeggiator, which most synths have now. You've got some options in here for the number of voices, tolerance modeling technology, which is typical for Brainworx, and all kinds of different tweaky effects in here. We're just going to close that menu though and focus on the sounds. We're going to start with basses first, and here's the first bass preset here. Since the preset categories are so large, I'm just going to kind of randomly go through some of these rather than play every single one. With that name of this preset, I just can't resist to play on the actual keyboard. Look up the tune with the same name as that preset if you don't know what that was. For that one, I just moved the mod wheel on my keyboard as it played, and you can really change the tone that way. Let's move on to a different preset category here. We're going to go for pad type sounds. So that one is completely unpitched. Some of them are clearly not polyphonic. go to brass next. Tell what that one's based on. Eight-bit snare. Some mallet instruments. Percussion. So a bunch of different sound effects we can get there. Soundscapes. That gives you just a bit of an overview of exactly what this thing can do. It can do everything from percussion sounds to crazy soundscapes to sound effects to standard kind of synth tones. It's got a really fat and full sound from what I'm hearing, and the saturation added to this is really giving it some of that warmth and fatness too. So this one's a really good sounding plugin, even if you're not super familiar with synthesizers and you don't want to spend a ton of time tweaking. You can get some really unique sounds just out of the presets. And of course, if you want to tweak and dive deep into programming this synth, you can certainly do that. You can perform with it, controlling all of these different elements via MIDI, and it's just a really cool synth, so highly recommended. If you have any questions or comments, let me know in the comment section down below. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't done so already so we can keep you in the loop as to what's coming up next, and I'll see you in the next one.